Welcome back to another video of the Blue Pitch Stories. I needed I needed to take a good bit of rest after what I saw last night, and it was pretty late out here. I think by the time the match got over, it was around 4 a.m. in the morning, and I had to go to sleep. I had to get some good sleep, calm myself down. I did not want to be very reactionary, and come up with what I saw yesterday uh, in the match versus Wolves. First half, excellent performance, excellent. We looked good on the ball. We didn't concede much, and I was like, yeah, I mean that's expected. I mean, at the least, I think to be honest, Wolves are getting relegated this season. So I, to an extent, expected this kind of a performance, but yeah, I mean, I was comfortable. Going into the second half, I mean, I know the game's done for good. Uh, and I missed the first 3 minutes of the second half. I missed the first goal that Wolves scored. Again, like I think it comes off a counter, and we leave ourselves exposed 2v2 at the back. I don't know if where our right back was. Uh, I think Gusto was playing right back, right? So where was he? Like, why didn't he track back? I got no idea. But yeah, I mean, we can see the first goal, and I'm like, hang on a second. Are the panic buttons like have the alarms been set off so early into the second half? And I was kind of right. This team has, you know what? Back in 2015, when 2015 when Mourinho had a really tough time after winning the league with us. He said in one of his press conferences, and he said that this team, when we were like on a really poor run of form, Mourinho said that the first negative thing that happens, the team completely collapses like mentally. All the confidence goes out of the window, right? So it's almost the same with this team as well. But I don't know where this negativity and where this lack of confidence is coming from in the first place. Because I'll tell you why. Because we had a really good end to the season last season. We kind of rode our luck, but when we showed that we can beat anyone in the world by beating PSG in the Club World Cup final, we had such a good vibe and energy and aura coming into the season. And then we start off, yeah, few injuries, like we are unlucky with a few injuries. But then I don't understand, why would you need to panic? Why would you need to have such a head loss so easily? Like in you are players. Do you get that? Your players playing at the highest level. Out of a million footballers in the country, you are the chosen 2025 people who represent this club at the highest level. Do you get what it takes to be there? Do you get how good you actually have to be to get there? Why are you so thick in the head when it comes to just taking a bit of away pressure? Or just even, like, for now, we can't even handle our home games properly. Yeah, the first negative thing that happens in the first half, we concede, we lose everything that we have. We lose our shape, our mentality, our intensity. The Wolves away fan just got on our backs, and it was a nightmare. Living through that second half was a nightmare. It was just we could not seem to defend to save our lives. We could not win a single long ball like we always do. We concede of a long throw. It is now so predictable. The Premier League has become like the Premier League All the teams know how to like score against Chelsea. You put long throws in at the near post, and you'll end up scoring somehow. Yeah, you'll end up scoring a scrappy goal. You put five at the back, low block. You'll have a Chelsea will have a hard time breaking you down, and on the counter you always have a chance against them. Also now you have a chance against them when it comes to like corners, crosses, long throws. We cannot defend long balls, especially when the balance of the game doesn't seem right, when the opposition is like on top of you and the crowd is also like on top of their voice, everything is against you. We don't seem to have that mindset to grind things out from there. We lose all of the footballing ability we have. We can't seem to string one pass, two passes together. The zip in the pass is not there. Yeah, nothing seems to be working. I'll come to the substitutions that Maresca made. Like, he took off Estevao, I believe, and brought on Enzo Fernandez. He took off Buonanotte, and I think I don't know. He brought on Cucurella. Yeah. Oh my God, how can I forget? Like, I'm losing my head even now. He brought on Liam Delap. He brought on Esther. He brought on Cucurella. He brought on Enzo Fernandez, leaving Buonanotte, Estevao, and I think Tyreek George left the pitch, right? So again, I understand these substitutions. They are not like I'm not gonna go nitpick on the manager like, oh, if he would have done this, then this would have happened. Football is not a game of shoulda, woulda, couldas, right? It is what it is. He made those substitutions because I think on the hindsight it made sense. You bring Liam Delap on to get him some minutes. You get Enzo Fernandez on. I think again to an extent like he could have been avoided, but then you cannot heavily like criticize him for that, given that you're already like 3-0 up or 3-1 up. Yeah, we had two goals to defend, so you were still in a pretty comfortable position. And by the time when he brought on these subs, I think after conceding the first goal, we had lost a bit of balance. So Enzo came in, I think, to provide some stability in the midfield, which he failed to do so. Yeah, I'll get to that. But yeah, Enzo came on, Cucurella came on, and Liam Delap came on, and nothing worked actually. Like we got progressively worse as the half moved on. Uh, like we could not seem to regain any control whatsoever, and I think it's completely down to the mindset and the ability to handle pressure. Uh, we just don't seem to get a hold of ourselves, get a hold of this brain, you know, like okay, everything is all right, it's fine, we're gonna handle this. We just seem to panic. Everyone. Now, Liam Delap, brother, we wait a couple of months, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, the season started back in August, September, October. Yeah, we wait a couple of months. We we can't we apparently can't wait for you to get back because you're the one who's gonna turn things around for us. Once you come into the team, our attack is gonna look so much better. You're 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 gonna start linking up play with Estevao and Joao Pedro, and you'll get the best out of them, and how we can even score from crosses now. Now that the man mountain is there up top, we have a focal point. So much expectation, right? Yeah, finally, yeah, Liam Delap is back. We were so excited. Everyone was. How idiot were we? How stupid were we? You are an apt. You are an idiot. You're so thick in the head. You're like one of those brutes in an in a video game. Those NPCs who come charging at you, who have no brain whatsoever. Like you're one of those brutes. Just thick in the head, all here, Nothing here. Yeah, gym junkie. I've nothing against people who go to gym, right? You can go to gym and have a high intellect. I mean, but yeah, you're the typical like junkie who doesn't have anything up here, barging into and I'm not gonna get into even the even the decisions that he made during the game, man. Yeah, he was Maresca looked so pissed. I've never seen Enzo Maresca look so pissed even after a defeat, let alone a win. If you look at his post match press conference, he looked super pissed, and he was straight up pissed with Dilap. And yeah, I quote what he said. Yeah, right. So he said after the yellow card, I told him 4 to 5 times to stay calm. Yeah, when he's on the pitch, he sometimes plays for the game, plays the game for himself, and struggles to see the others around him. So he's directly like calling him out there. It's embarrassing when it's a red card like today, and a couple of games ago against Nottingham as well. We can avoid both. A stupid foul, he deserves that. So I've never seen Enzo come out so directly and yeah, completely. He was very direct and he was very critical of what Liam Delap did. And I'm not gonna get into even his actions. It's his fucking attitude that pissed me off the most. Like it, when he got sent off, the first thing he did, the first foul was stupid enough. You barge into him. All right, he's down on the floor. He gets up. I think he gives him a slight slap on the cheek or on somewhere on the chest, and the defender goes rolling down again. I bet you not. If it were the Premier League and VAR got involved, he would have been close to getting red. I'm kidding you not. It would have been very closely looked. He got away with that. Cool, you get away with that. You're already on a yellow in a game where the intensity is already very high. You're on the back foot a bit. Wolves are playing extremely physical level of football. Yeah, everything is apparently like at that point and I'm not going in favor of you. 5 minutes later, he looks at the defender and punches him, and then tries to win the header. And then when he gets a second yellow card, that's when it pissed me off the most. He just he just didn't seem to give a fuck. He smiled. He was smiling. Yeah, I don't like players who do that. He smiled and casually like walked off the pitch as if like he hadn't done anything wrong. It was not him. It's them. It's the Wolves players, yeah, who got him sent off. He was he was doing his job. He was doing his best for Chelsea. Yeah, he was there. He was like surprised and bemused, laughing and casually walking off the pitch. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. You had the chance. You had a chance. We relied on you in the next game, in one of the biggest games of our season against Tottenham, and you got yourself suspended. If it was Jackson, he would have been eaten alive by now, by the media, by the fans, everyone. Yeah, this guy is no better. I tell you now, as of now, he is no better than Jackson. He is no better. And I really don't know what to expect against Tottenham, to be very honest. I don't know what to expect from this team. It's very unpredictable. Like, even if we go 3-0 up, I'm not sure what to expect in the second half. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. I have nothing more to say. Like, what else can you do as a fan? Like, as a fan, all you can do is hope that we perform, like we come up with something good in the next game. We all know our weaknesses. Our center backs are shit. Yeah, not good enough. Gittins is one player who seems to find his feet. He looked like a proper bowler when it comes to Champions League and even in the cup games. In the Premier League, his feet seem to be stuck to cement. Yeah, he cannot move to save his life. So I don't know what is wrong with him in the Premier League specifically. Maybe it's, I don't know. This was a Premier League team he played against, albeit that they'll get relegated, but it was, and he looked good. So why can you not do that in the Premier League? I think he needs to start against Tottenham. Get the momentum going. You Maresca, one thing I'll tell you here, you're not here. You're not a Chelsea manager to protect players. That's not your priority. Okay, your job is to get the 3 points. That's your priority. Yeah, I'll tell you what happens. I was actually disappointed to see Esteva and Gitten start because I knew that in a way meant that Esteva is not starting against Tottenham and probably Gittins too because Garnacho again he is so focused on rotating and keeping everyone happy. I've never seen a manager prioritize prioritize players prioritize to keep players happy rather than actually focus on the result. And I don't know if he's been told by the all by the board above, yeah, to do that. You got to play everyone so that everyone's market value goes up, and then we'll like to sell. So that might be one reason. We don't know these snakes up top. We can't trust them. They're two-faced sacks of shit. So he's totally bent on you know giving these rotating, keeping everyone happy. So again, I just hope that Kittens starts and Esteva as well. It's funny that we are relying on an 18-year-old to get us through games. Yeah, that's what the reality of the squad is right now, and it's a fact. We are Cole Palmer FC. We are still Cole Palmer FC. We seem to have lost all the aura, all the positivity, all the charisma that we had as soon as Cole Palmer left the pitch. We just don't have the confidence without Cole. Yeah, so that was my take on this game. Uh, Switching to something a bit different. Now, I remember like back in the day, it's been 17 years I've been I've been following Chelsea. I never used to be that guy. Like, I always used to wait for the weekend for the Chelsea games to come up. I would watch the match, get done with Chelsea's game, and I wouldn't bother to see, who else is playing who and how they are playing. Yeah, I would not bother to derive pleasure out of a rival's misery because my team just did enough for me, enough on the pitch for me to be happy. Mm, the thing is that nowadays I'm having to rely on seeing Liverpool lose, seeing the likes of maybe Arsenal drop points, yeah, to see Manchester City lose, to be able to derive some pleasure, oh yeah, we lost. Oh fine, good, they lost as well. That's the stand that's how low the standards have become at this football club, and I'm not even like saying that back in the day we used to like win every single game, but we used to give it all like on the pitch. Yeah, we used to do our best, and that was enough. But nowadays I do have to, you know now and then watch Liverpool. The kind of position they're in right now, it's a joke, it's a circus, right? But I don't want to get into much of that. It's just that I don't see honestly Liverpool. let me look at the next few fixtures of Liverpool. Liverpool fixtures. So Liverpool have got Aston Villa away. Yeah, Aston Villa away. The best of. Oh no. Oh, they've got Aston Villa at home. Okay, that's good. Yeah, then they got Man City away, and in between, I think they have Real Madrid. Uh, oh no, they got Aston Villa at home. Then they got Man City. They got Real Madrid at home. Then they got Man City away, and then they got Nottingham at home. I don't see a world right now where Liverpool beats Aston Villa. You never know in football. Liverpool might smash them 7-0, but realistically, as things stand, I don't see how Liverpool gets the job done, gets even a point out of that game. So that makes six, five losses on the bounce in the Premier League. Oh my, that's crisis. That's crisis. But I think Slot will be given time. He should. It's way too early into the season to just sack a manager whom you have spent 500 million on. That's not the way to go. So again, Liverpool aren't a mess, but sacking Slot doesn't help at this point in time. You have his players now, yeah. You have spent 500 million on this gaffer, so you gotta stick with him at least for the next few months, if not more, uh, and see where you stand. But yeah, against Man City again, Real Madrid, I don't see them doing much in that game either. So I think Liverpool's really looking rough at this point in time. That's my take. I don't see how Liverpool get anything out of these games if they don't turn things around like drastically. And Slot decided to completely let go of the Carabao Cup. Like he did not have any player, any uh, established player on the bench to fix things if things went wrong during the game. He even had kids on the pitch as well. So as is in the starting 11. So I don't know this approach that he had. I understand that you gotta give players some rest because these tough fixtures are coming up, like I just mentioned. But what it does now, this loss actually puts even more pressure on the players who are going to play the game in the weekend because now it looks really bad on paper. Yeah, you've lost six out of the last seven games, so the next game becomes a must win. On the other hand, had you won the Carabao Cup game against Crystal Palace, whom you have already lost twice to this season, you could have built some momentum uh, going into the Premier League game. So it's a 50-50 of a call. Like I don't know how this is gonna go, but in my opinion, I think at least he should have had some backup on the pitch, on the bench to you know give themselves some chance of winning the game, getting a result. Yeah. So yeah, that's my take on the Carabao Cup. I mean, Arsenal are just Arsenal. Yeah, they look unstoppable at this point in time. So I hope you like this video. Please do subscribe to my channel. The 20 odd people who have subscribed, you guys are absolute legends. So thank you so much for the support and for the love you've shown. Uh, I hope this channel grows and I keep making more content and just vent it out with you guys, just rant with you and just share what I feel because at the end of the day, it's very hard to take it all by yourself. So I'm just happy to build a community and be happy, celebrate together, cry together, and suffer together. Like we don't want to be alone, especially in a world so miserable. Like with all the things happening, we want to stick together like even in football. So that was the main intention of this channel. Like I wanted to not feel like I'm having to deal with these thoughts alone in my head. Rather, I share it with you guys. So the 20 of you who have subscribed to this channel, you guys are absolute legends. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please do like, comment, and people who do watch this video, please do subscribe. It'll help me and motivate me a lot to make more content like this. See you in the next video, guys. Till then, take care. Bye.